Good morning to the YouTube universe. Can y'all please slow all this down? Y'all please, because I just got up. It's starting, y'all. It's like one of them days, like I can't take all this in all at one time. I really can't. I'm being honest. I'm an older girl now. I'm 49, soon to be 50, y'all. I'm not Tyesse from 4 years ago. I cannot with y'all this morning. I'm not gonna do this with you and Ray. I'm not. Okay. Oh my God, I cannot do this. Okay, y'all got me crying. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Do me a big favor, hit the thumbs up button right now while you're thinking about it. Hit the thumbs up button. Please note that we're not laughing at nobody's downfall. Michelle Holly gave us information and instruction on that. We're not laughing at nobody's downfall at all. Yeah. This is a lot, y'all. I had a conversation with somebody, and baby, listen, that conversation gave me all I needed to know about some things, you know. So I'm like, I cannot right now, y'all. I had to go to bed with all that information, then waking up to this tea, you know. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Y'all got me already teary-eyed. Good morning. Good morning. Hit the thumbs up button. Let's get to 100 likes. We can start at 100 likes. I know it's early West Coast. It is 7:39 on the West Coast. Thank y'all so much. If you are new here for the first time, consider hitting the subscribe button. Yeah, consider hitting the subscribe button. Yeah. Consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, when we get to 100 likes, let me know, chat. Let me know. Good to see all of my mods. I know LaGretta is working. Samara is on her way back. I'll be glad to hug her neck. Bees on Mars. Everybody is here assembling. You know what, Ray? I can't focus on this chat. Okay, so we have a couple more shows to do, y'all. So please make sure you come back and check the channel because you may not get a notification. We got another show after this. We have a Patreon preview and Patreon. So we have 2 more lives. Okay, we got 1 more live after this, separate. And then we have Patreon preview later this evening and Patreon. So it's 4 shows today. One of them you may not be able to watch because you don't have Patreon. Okay? Okay. Are we there yet? Are we at 100 likes yet? Good morning, nephew. Good morning. I may need a church fan today. Okay, all right. Are we at 100 likes yet? Mods, check the likes. 93. We almost there. Okay. I don't know how we don't have 100 likes. I got 237 people. I know, you know, the haters are in the bushes, but damn. I will, Kirby. I will. 98. Okay, we need 2 more, and we're almost there. Continue to hit the, I don't know why. I don't know what people get out of that. Like, just, I don't know. I'm not gonna just watch nobody continuously. Like, somebody said that they're fans and they don't know they're fans. I'm not gonna sit up and watch somebody like over and over again. I'll peek in at some channels, but I'm not gonna be just sitting up watching you every day and don't like you and hate you, but like your content. That is crazy. That needs to be studied for real, for real. I hate you, but I like your content. That is so damn odd to me. I hate your guts, but I love your content. That needs to be studied, really, for real. Again, I'll peek in at somebody's content that I don't like, yeah, to see what the hell they're talking about. I'm not going to sit up and watch your content every day from start to finish. No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not. Sorry. All right. It's weird. It's weird stalker energy to me. It really is. But it's not the Tyesse Report. It's everybody, Ty Squad. It's everybody. Every channel has to deal with people sitting and don't want to hit the like button. It's like sleeping with an ex I dislike, but the sex is good. That is a good analogy. That is a good analogy. Full disclosure, everybody. Let me get this throat. See, this is what happens. Let me get this throat together. This is what happens when the tea hit early in the morning and you got to go live, okay? This throat ain't fully conglomerated yet. Okay. There we go. Hey, everybody. Remember, check the channel often today because there'll be other lives and you may not get a notification. Okay, so I have a history with this young man. He's very disturbed individual. Everybody knows. So let me be fully transparent. There was a video that he did. I had a problem with a content creator at that time. There was some drama with the content creator. I saw him dragging the content creator, so I gave him a super chat. I sure did, and I'll do it again. So he was dragging a content creator that he was having a problem with, and I just want to give you the backstory because a bitch will always tell the story wrong when they tell it. So he was dragging a content creator that I had a problem with, and I super chatted this guy. Didn't know him, never heard of him. Did not know it. Well, are you dragging somebody that I have a problem with? This is funny. This is hilarious, right? Okay. So I super chat the guy. So then let me tell you exactly how it happened. Because, bitches have selective memories around here. Okay. So he sees my super chat. Okay. And then he goes and puts it all together. He realizes that I had a problem with another YouTuber. He puts that all together, then flips out on me and tries to extort me. Now, let me tell the story. Tell it correctly, because I was there. And I have a memory like a court reporter, stenographer. Yeah. And so then there was a time when I was on AT2 channel, the dude AT2. I was on his channel and he was up there with AT2, right? He was up there with AT2. So I sent AT2. This is about during my super chat era, y'all. Some of y'all remember my super chat era. So he was up there with AT2. I sent AT2. I was in Atlanta at the time. That's how I can pinpoint exactly where I was at, what I was doing. I was visiting Atlanta for the first time. And good morning, Bam. Love you. Girl, I got to call somebody, one of our friends, you know who I'm talking about, that work over there at the jail. You know who I'm talking about. I got to call, but it's too early in California, and call him and see if he can get some tea. You know who I'm talking about, Bam Bam, that work over there at the Linwood jail. I know we can get some good tea. Okay. That work at the Linwood jail, Bam. Okay. So AT2 was up there with Denat, and I sent like a $50 super chat to AT2, and then you know who would know, who would get the tea, Bam Bam, probably Lily would know how to get this tea, because we got to get this tea. But make sure we get this tea. I know who would get it, Lily. We don't need to put anything in the chat that I haven't discussed yet, okay? Don't put anything in the chat that I haven't got to yet. Thank y'all so much. Just come in and sit down. Come in and sit your ass down somewhere. We're asking everybody, come in and sit down and listen. I'm not trying to, we had, okay, hold on, baby. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I don't know who this is. We're just gonna go ahead and do it like that, baby. You're doing too much. Okay. We already had, yesterday we already had what was it called? Censorship gate, right? We had censorship gate. We got that squared away. Okay. We're not trying to tell you can't talk in the chat. But if you want to cover the channel, go start you a channel. If you want to cover the tea, go start you a channel. I'm not related to nobody. Jackson is not my last name. Jackson is not my real last name, Sharma. Although that is my father's last name, but that's not my last name. All right. Okay, let me get back, y'all. Let me get back. It's happening. It's happening. Okay. So I gave AT2, and you know what? I got this gate on. I got this gate on 20 minutes. Let me go ahead and close this girl all the way down, because baby, I see an element up in here that I'm not used to. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. Let's get this girl all the way closed down. Like that lady said in the Women of Brewster Place, that element that moved up in here. I see it. It's up in here. That spirit walked up in here. I saw it. Yeah, that's what I just saw. There we go. I tried to be very, very very cordial. Baby, I can't have all them demons up in here, because this particular algorithm, those people are from the pits of hell, a lot of them people. So we have to be very careful. Close that door back there, Samara. Samara, go back there and close that door. Lock that door. They won't let me cook. Okay, so AT2, I give him a $50 super chat. Then the nigga, he gets crazy with me again. What, you weaponizing your super chat? I guess because I guess because I gave AT2, I think I gave AT2 two super chats. You weaponizing your super chat. I don't like it. So who the fuck are you? Like for real. And then that's how all that energy started building up. Then the next thing you know, it was a video. I allowed him to come up. Some of y'all remember, I allowed him to come up on my channel, and I didn't private the video because I didn't like the content. I privated it, and then he got mad at me, inboxed me and told me, "You gonna give me that footage?" Wait a minute, who the fuck are you talking to? You gonna give me that footage? And he was upset because he said that nobody helps him be seen in a positive light. I'm not your PR team. That's my intellectual property. You are a guest on the video. I don't have to let you have the video. I wound up deleting it. I deleted it. I had it for a long time. And then he kept inboxing me. And then so I said, I deleted it. I did. Kiss my ass. It's my damn video. It's property of the official Tyesse Report. So then that happened, y'all. And then it was like, after that, everything just like, this dude really became like a real terror to this channel for a while. I want to walk through the garden just slowly for a minute, y'all. I'm getting to everything. I'm just trying to walk through the garden. Okay, so then that happened. Then my friend Ivan Daniels passes away, legend, icon in LA. And then one of my friends was in town from the Inner Empire. So I got a room over in Beverly Hills because he had a room in Beverly Hills. He was visiting, so we would all be together. And so I got a hotel room at the Beverly Hills Marriott, one of my favorite hotels in the area, right? And so he then inboxes me. He was still inboxing me about this video and all this, and y'all don't want to help me with my image. And then he was talking about I met Pam, and Pam can tell you she won't tell nobody I'm nice. And it was like he was mad at us because we were not working as a PR team for his image, because his image at that time was trash already. It was already in the beginning stages of a dumpster, And it's like, I don't understand this dude. Nobody has to vouch for who you are when you're something else online. That's what I believe, Tabitha. And so he emails me, and I email him back. I'm at the hotel about to go out to dinner with my friends. This nigga then tells everybody I was invited by saying I'm at the hotel with my friends. I didn't say what hotel. I just said I'm at the hotel getting ready to go out, with my friends to dinner. And then, he talking about I was trying to, harass him sexually and trying to get him to come over to my room. First of all, sir, let me say this. I know it's early in the morning. I know I'm not trying to, be X-rated early in the morning, but I have to tell it like it is. All right. You don't have enough dick for me to be trying to do no type of flirtation with you. Honey, I am a size queen of all kinds of proportions. You don't even come in this door unless you have 11 inches. 11. Yes, I am a size queen. 11, 12. I hate to have to say it, but now's the time to put it out there. 11, 12, and even 13. Sorry, had to say it. We're old size queens. But that's neither here nor there, Ty Squad. That's neither here nor there. That happened, and then there were the lies, and one night I sent him a cash app. We were all live. I said, if you look hungry, you probably ain't got shit, And so, Y'all focus. Get back. Focus. And so but I just don't like nobody lying on me. Boy, I don't want you. We already see what you're working with. I don't baby, listen. Baby, I don't want you. There's nothing we can do. We can't even sword fight. Okay, so, and then all of this crazy shit. I said, you look hungry, you know, you need a little change or something. And we were all on that live. I cashed after him, I think, $100. And then he turned that, weaponized that. I was trying to buy him. It like, this dude was really, really, really always crazy. And some of y'all remember the incident with Armand Wiggins where he basically was at a Zeus Network event and Armand Wiggins and his boyfriend and a couple of people was walking by and he slapped the shit out or attempted to slap the shit out of Armand Wiggins. There was a melee and then, you know, he could what's the word I'm looking for? Commenced to, you know, cyber stalking Armand Wiggins for a while. And everybody was like, what is going on with this dude? He was like a YouTube terrorist. It was like really bad for a long time, right? Is that on tape? Yeah, that's all over YouTube. Yeah, and then and then some people slowed it down a little bit, Ray, so you can see the slow motion and all that. And it was a very quick clip, but it was Armand Wiggins walking with his boyfriend and a couple of other people, and then he just rushed him, and you know, all I saw was a cup flying, right? And then, baby, they got the, you know, all right. At the end of the day, this man has been on YouTube terrorizing. And I heard that one of his platforms got demonetized. So now he done went over to Twitch. He was on, what was the other thing that he used to be on? It was Station Head, I think, Radio Head, one of them. He was over there and he got ran off of there. It's something like Station Head, Radio Head, one of them. They ran him away from there. Then he came over here. Then that was, you know, it didn't take long, y'all. Clubhouse. Thank you, Ray. Clubhouse. He was at Clubhouse. They ran him from over there. Now he over here terrorizing all the YouTubers over here. Okay. We don't diagnose people in the chat, Sarah. Okay. We don't want to diagnose people, sweetheart, because you don't want nobody diagnosing you. We can say that you have some really suspect behavior and you're a little touched, but we don't want to give clinical diagnoses in the chat. All right. All right. I try to run this channel. I know a lot of people are not used to this. I know you didn't, Sarah, you didn't, but just be mindful, baby, what you say in the chat, because it reflects my channel. Okay. All right. It reflects my channel. See, over here, this is not the Krishan Rock sector over here. It's not the Krishan Rock Jaguar Right sector. This is not, you don't just wild out in the chat over here. We respectfully ask you to really calm the hell down when you're making these comments. People have been sued based on somebody else's comments in the chat. So that's why we tell y'all, bring your ass in here and sit down somewhere. Well, I'm not a child. You're not going to talk to me. Well, listen, take your ass out there to the front and sit out there in that vestibule. People have been sued from allegations people have put in the chat, and then the damn channel person did not do anything about it. You don't have to do it with anything, Sarah. Just sit down for a minute. You know, there's no need for these long paragraphs right now, Sarah. Now, I unblocked you. You was over there on Williams' channel, and then, you know, you came back around over here. I unblocked you. You ran and grabbed that damn membership thing real quick. And I told y'all to go somewhere and sit down when y'all come up in here. I don't know. They go and grab these membership badges real quick. I want you to support me, Sarah. I want you to support me. What y'all do is y'all be in the chat. Yeah, I heard it was mental illness. Yeah, I heard that he did this. Yeah, I heard there was 2 bodies up under his house. Yeah, he got ran over by a car when he was 10. Okay, Sarah. And then when I drop the link for y'all, Sarah, when I drop the link for y'all, then y'all don't want to come up because you don't want us to hear your voice. Okay, Sarah? Drop the link for you. Then I'm at work. I got rollers in my hair. They go and grab these membership badges so they can, have some kind of connection. Let me drop the link for you, Sarah, so you can come up here and talk to me. Hold on 1 second, Sarah. Watch this. Let me drop this link for you so you can come up here and talk to me, Sister Sarah. So should we not engage with you? Should I just come in, thumbs up, and not say a word? Got it. See, we don't do that here. All that gaslighting and shit, that don't work over here. That works over them other channels. What part don't you understand? Let me drop the link for you. Come on up here. Come on up here, Sarah. Come up and let me talk to you. Yeah, they didn't want to. Oh, I give up. I'm out of here. I just go in the back. Come on up here. Hit the link. So I can articulate, you can articulate or I can articulate. There go the link, Sarah. Hit the link, Sarah. Sister Sarah. I don't understand these people. Am I lost? Am I missing something? What they do is that they come in the chat. They put these whole paragraphs up, not 2 sentences, a whole paragraphs. Basically, they are trying to be a co-host with you on the show. And we all know that's bloggers, what they're doing. Chef Dun, they know. Doing too much in the chat. And then they disappear. Then they don't want to come up and have a conversation so we can get an understanding. Then they become a YouTube victim. And then they put that on my damn resume. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, you can't say nothing over there. You can't do anything. No, girl, you can't be in my chat doing too much. I will come up when I'm ready. Wait a minute, who you talking to, sweetheart? Who's she talking to? Huh? Who's she talking to, Mother Brown? I will come up when I'm ready. My emotions are high. I'm flabbergasted right now. It's cool. I get it. She talking to me? Who's she talking to? See, it's these faceless avatars that be really cutting up, y'all. I'm telling y'all, they cut out. I don't know who she talking to. Sarah, who you talking to, sweetheart? What's with all the cats? And you say you flabbergasted. You want some Tums? You want some milk and magnesium, mama? And you still never hit the link. You don't want to hit the link and come up? You don't, Okay. I'll handle that after the show. I'll handle that after the show. I've done my best with these people. I unblock them. I give them new membership packets. I restore their membership. I have bent over backwards for these people. I'll handle this later. I've done the best I could with these damn people. We don't know who the hell you are. You ain't got a damn profile picture up. You got these cats and letters on your damn avatar. We don't know who the hell you are. And they want to come in doing the absolute most, And I just tell you, just bring it down a little bit with these things that you're saying in the chat. And then I'm crazy. I'm wrong. Then they want to call me damn Saddam Hussein around here. All you have to do is just say, you know what? Okay, I get it. They run around here joining these memberships real quick because they think they can always have some damn connection to the channel. You don't know me. I will delete a damn membership tier in a minute. Don't worry about it, Sarah. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. This is all a dream. Don't worry about it, Sarah. It's all a dream. At the end of the day, Ty Squad. Okay, you're not my child. You're my equal, Sarah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Sarah. Let's move on, Sarah. Okay? All is forgiven. Everything's all right. Feel free to chat. Feel free to chat. Just be mindful of what you say in the chat, Sarah. All right, Sarah. Everything's all good. I'm going to get back to my commentary now, Sarah. Just be mindful. You can chat. Huh? Girl, I already have it. It's already done. Okay. At the end of the day, we need to get back to our, commentary. We need to get back to our commentary, Ty Squad. Welcome to the official Tyesse Report. Did I give you a welcome? Now, Sarah, I need you to stop engaging in the chat about the situation when I said I moved on. We're moving on, okay? Feel free to comment. Let's just move on, Sarah. Let's move on. Let's move on, Sarah. Okay? All right. So the young man has been terrorizing the YouTube streets for a very long time. If you're familiar with this, guy, he has been so disrespectful to myself, lied on me, said awful things about me. I don't speak for my sister Pam. I'm not a representative, but she is my friend and a real friend. Said awful things about her, awful things about so many people on these YouTube streets. Awful things that I cannot even repeat here right now because I'll lose my monetization for this video. And so to the people over at St. Pete Pride, that had this guy on your roster with some other low vibrational people, right? Okay. This is who y'all had over there at St. Pete Pride. This is who y'all had over at St. Pete Pride. I have a question. Okay, I'm done. Hold on. I'm done, sweetheart. There you go. And you won't be back. Okay, I'm done. Okay, there we go. And you won't, I promise you won't be back unless you come back on a dummy page. Okay, so I'm done. I did my best. I tried my best. You won't be back. You'll be back on a dummy page, but you won't be back on that page. And so my question to Darius is, Darius, girl, this is your trade. Will you be putting any money on his books? You was over there vouching for him. And talk about he's a great guy. Darius, will you be putting any money on his books? Will you be flying to Los Angeles? You know what I'm saying? Will you be flying to Los Angeles to check out what's going on with this case? This young man has been arrested, and some of the bloggers, I don't know where they're getting all this information from, y'all. You can tell who been in jail. You can tell who been in the court system. You really can. I don't know where they're getting all this information from, because once you check the website, it's very limited. What they don't know is, and let me tell you why a lot of information is not available online. Back in the day, gang members were accessing release information, charge information, and beating up dudes in jail. Also getting release information and waiting for everybody by the phones and beating your ass. So that's why so much information is kind of like limited. They give you basic information now. Okay. Thank you, Charles Whitson. So now, they give you the basics over there with information. Now, it would happen like this, and I'm not in LA right now, because on my soul, I would be down there at that courthouse watching this case if I was in Los Angeles. If I was in Los Angeles, I would be down there at that courthouse trying to see what the hell is going on. Okay, so the bail is set at $250,000, but it's a misdemeanor. Now that's kind of strange. That's odd, but it's not, because I have seen that in my own life where there's a misdemeanor bail that's sort of high, and when you get to court, it is upgraded to a felony, right? It's upgraded to a felony, or they add additional charges once, you know, the DA, the prosecutor goes over everything. I've seen that a million times. Beyonce said, let me upgrade you. No, honey, the DA, they're known for that. Let me upgrade you. Yeah, that's a little on the high end for a misdemeanor, but not so much when you might get an upgrade. You might get a little slight upgrade over there, okay? Now, this is what a lot of the people don't understand, why there's not a lot of information available as well, is because he got arrested on a Sunday. He got arrested on a Sunday. That is the worst day to get arrested on. A holiday weekend, a Friday, or a Sunday. Worst days to get arrested on, because there's a great chance that you will not go to court until Wednesday. Probably Tuesday, but sometimes Wednesday. You won't get a chance to go to court. You know, and so you got to sit there and, you know, try to figure out what's going on. This boy don't have $250, let alone the 10% of that, which would be $25,000, you know, and they take in consideration a person's back. They sure do. They sure do, Dad. And baby, he has a lengthy, you know, history with the law, the courts, and just have been out here doing the absolute most, y'all, for a long time. Suing people. He wants to be a lawyer so bad. He wants to be Johnny Cochran Jr. You don't have what it takes. Everything that you done sue, you've always lost, or it was thrown out at best. But $250,000 is a really high bail, y'all, for a misdemeanor, as I said. Now, I'm hearing bloggers talk about battery. I'm hearing people saying all kinds of things, right? There was conversation, you know, about some people being stalked. There was conversation about AT2 family. I heard some things, rumblings, you know, all kinds of stuff. This guy has really been out here really doing the absolute most, you know. Here is the deal. Here's the deal. You know, they say you reap what you sow and all that, you know. I don't believe that God gives people back specifically for something they did to one person. But this is what I believe. This is my interpretation of the scripture. You reap what you sow. I believe collectively what you do to people, collectively, it all comes back to you and you reap what you sow. So if Jason Prince does me wrong, right? Jason Prince, me and Jason, we have a problem. And he does me wrong. He would never, but he does me wrong. Now, God ain't going to necessarily do nothing to Jason Prince because he did Tyesse wrong. But if Jason Prince have done a lot of people wrong, I mean, collectively, all over the place, yeah, that energy will come back to you. God is not out here talking about, you know what, she cut this person off in traffic in 1983. Yeah, I'm going to strike her with cancer. No, it doesn't happen like that, Ty Squad. But what you put out in the world, this energy, just lying on people for no reason, putting up all these images of me on your channel, horrible images of me. I know what I look like. So my mother raised children with really, really high self-esteem. I know what the hell I look like. It never really bothered me, but it was so evil almost. And then the guy that he was over there in Florida with is what do you call it? His co-partner. He does that same thing, put up images of people. He did it to William McRae. He did it to myself, put up horrible images. And then they wonder, they do all of this horrible stuff to people, and then they wonder why they are suffering and things happen to them. You gotta be careful of the energy you put out. I'm sorry. And how you do people, especially people that really haven't done nothing to you. I was telling AT2, I was like, sir, it seemed like you scared of this guy at one point. But he was, now that I think about it, he had that kind of energy, like he was terrorizing people. But of course, AT2 finally got a little, what they call it, a little energy now, back. Seemed like he back in the saddle. But at one time, I was like, are you terrorized by this guy? But now it seems like he's a little, now that he's in custody, he really can cut up on his channel, AT2. Now that he's locked up, AT2, you can really cut up now, I'm sorry, Ty Squad. I can't do this. Now that I think about it, one by one, the whole network of slot bucket degenerates ain't doing too well these days. And it's going to continue to happen. All this stuff is going to continue to happen. Even the ones that are out here taking a situation and adding to it and making it into content worse than it really is and adding shit to it and making it salacious. And you think because you're doing this allegedly in the name of God that you're going to get away with that? Good luck. You too will be on a thumbnail very, very soon, for various reasons. It can be anything. I'm not perfect, nor do I try to pretend that I'm perfect. But I do consider myself sweet as a Georgia peach. I'm very, very sweet if you really know me. How many people in the chat think I'm sweet? How many people in the chat think I'm sweet? I'm really nice. You can say in the chat, you a bitch. You can say that if you want to. It's okay. I promise I won't say nothing back to you. How many people think I'm sweet as a Georgia peach? I think I'm very, very nice. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand me. You got to know me. Ty, you are very, thank you so much. Thank you. You're sweet and very nice. Thank y'all so much. You know what they're going to say? They don't do nothing but enable that bitch. You know what they're going to say? Yeah, they ain't nothing but enablers. She, it's the wrong water. You know what they're going to say? They don't do nothing but enable that bitch. Thank y'all so much. You seem to have kindness to you, but you have boundaries. You let people know. Yeah. Okay, so this young man is over. He got arrested in Van Nuys. Van Nuys is, Van Nuys division. That's over there in the valley or whatnot. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So, wait a minute. Let me see here. Let me pull this up, Task. I should have had this already pulled up already. Okay, so he was over there in the valley because I know he was in that area. He used to always be over there in that area pecking around. And so everybody wants to know, like, what do you think? Because everybody is using this battery. I don't know where they're getting this battery from. Where did everybody get this battery? Because it's nothing on the website listed, y'all. Where are y'all getting this battery from? Oh, thank you, Dre Baldwin. I appreciate that coming from you, brother. Where everybody getting this damn battery charge from? Ain't all that ain't on the damn website here. So he's gonna be over there at the county jail. I'm gonna give y'all some insight in just a minute. Hold on one second, because that's my home, my hometown. I call that my hometown because I live there the most. Okay, let me give y'all some insight over at the county jail. Okay, so you have Men's Central Jail, you have the county, you have the Twin Towers across the street. Twin Towers is where you really want to be. Okay, so Donat is going to have to answer a question in the IRC, the Inmate Reception Center. He has to answer a question. They're going to ask him, are you homosexual? Are you straight? What is your orientation? You got to answer that. That's the only way they're going to be able to house you. Then they ask you, are you gang affiliated? If so, what set do you claim? Okay, two things they got to ask. And you have to be honest. Are you gay? If you are gay, if you're LGBTQIA plus, then they would move you to the 5,000. Well, it was the 5,000 floor when I was there 20 years ago, 25 years ago. So then they'll put you on the 5,000 floor with the kids. Okay. Now, if you are one of my best friends in the chat, that's one of my longest friends in the chat, y'all. I cannot. So if you are LGBTQ, they're going to put you on the 5,000 floor. They're going to give him a bedroll and a fish kit. Okay, a fish kit it comes in a little bag like this. The doc's going to get a bag like this. Okay, it's going to be a bag like this. Inside, it's going to be some Dial soap, a toothbrush, toothpaste, and a deodorant packet. You don't get no roll-on. You don't get no Dove or none of that. It's a deodorant packet. They give you one packet of deodorant. It's a liquid deodorant. So you put it in your hands and you rub it like this, and then you put it up under your arms. Okay, you get one of those. Sometimes you're lucky to get it two. Okay, so they're going to give him a fish kit. Tyesse, why do they call it a fish kit? Well, when you're new, they call you fish. So that's why they call it a fish kit. It has nothing to do with, women. Okay, so they're going to give you a fish kit with a toothbrush in it and all that stuff. Sky blue. Okay. And then they're going to move you, then they're going to move you over there to the nurses and the doctor. Then they're going to take him over there to the nurses and the doctor. Listen, when you go over there to the doctor and do your medical intake, tell the truth. Tell the truth, baby. Let the people know, because they're going to ask you a series of questions. They're going to ask you all kind of things. Are you diabetic? What you got going on? High blood pressure? If you have any STDs, any chronic, illnesses, let them know, because they do have medication. Any medication you need, they do have it. But, the girls are nosy, honey. The girls are nosy, and when the pill nurse come, girls be trying to look all in your pill cup and stuff. Ooh, these punks are so nosy. Bam, when they come to when the pill nurse come, girls be trying to look in your little cup. It's a little cup, it's a little small cup they give you, and girls be all in there trying to see what your pills look like. They call this special meds. So if you got special meds, get your special meds. We kept store. I kept store, honey. I don't know what it's like to not have no store. Okay, so we got your orientation. You can tell them I'm gay. They send you to the gay dorm. Okay, and then whatever your medical needs are, when you got you squared away, he can tell them whatever he's dealing with, high blood pressure, diabetes, gout, whatever it is. They'll get his little card, and all his medications. You get all that together, okay? And then you got to go to classification. Oh, see, that's another thing. You got to go to classification, bam. He got to go to classification. He's going to be in a cell over there in the county before he gets to the dorm, because they're going to ask you questions to see if you're really gay. I had some hot trade one weekend in there, baby. Oh, he was hot. We carried that whole weekend from that Friday to that Monday. It's a little cell with about 12 bunks in it by the classification office. Oh, man, that trade carried, honey. We carried. It was just a late night and an early morning every night. And so the deputy is going to ask you a series of questions, because all the straight dudes that are running for mainline that are scary, they all lie. And they'll say, that they're gay so they can do what they call soft time. 9504. It was 9504. I don't know what it would be now, bam. It was 9504 then. Okay, so the classification dorm, let me turn this fan around. I think I got some dust that blew directly in my damn nostril. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the classification dorm was on the 9,000 floor. 9,500 was up there. That's the gang module. why they would put the classification dorm where, you know, all the gang members was at. I never understood that, Bam Bam. I never understood that. All the trade was up there. And then they had the classification dorm on the same floor as the gang module. You talking about some trade? Oh my God. So Donata's gonna have to go to classification, and you know, he has to, you know, explain some things. You know, they'll ask you a series of questions to figure out if you're really gay. They don't just put you in the gay dorm because you say you gay. Now, Donat may try to go in because he can play it very well. He may tell them people he's not gay. He may tell them people that he is straight, but I don't know, honey. You can't be on that main line talking crazy to people. I didn't know when I first went. I didn't know about gay people and stuff like that. Hold on, y'all. I didn't know about gay people and stuff like that when I first went. Do you like me? I didn't know about gay people. My first time, I swear to God, I knew about gay people, but I didn't know when you went to jail, you were supposed to say you were gay. I had no clue, Bam Bam. Very first time. And I'm like, the woman said, wait. She said, what is your orientation? I said straight. I didn't know to say you were gay. And then I went to mainline, and then they wound up sending me to Linwood, girl. I was really in Linwood with the trade, but you know, all you have to do is just, you know, be yourself. You know, not be yourself, but just be normal. I had no idea. And then one time I went back, and the lady was like, "No, you not," because she said, "I can tell by your smile." That's how I understood. That's how I got to understand that there was a gay dorm. The woman looked at me and she said, "No, you're not." And I said, "Well, yeah, you're right. I'm gay." And then that's how I got introduced to the gay dorms. I swear, true story. Why they call it a fish kid? Well, they call new people that come in fish. If you're new, they'll call it fish. Is that the real harmonica sunbeam? Child, somebody said that's the real harmonica sunbeam. Child, because you know they be calling pages. They be calling. See if that's the real harmonica sunbeam, the icon and the legend. You never know nowadays. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. May try to go the straight route and go there with the straight boys, and you know he can play it all. He can play it all. How many times you went inside, Ty? Well, you know these slot bucket people are watching, Marcus. You know, I don't want to. I'm only going so far with my life story. I'm saving a lot for my memoir. You know, these ugly dog face, Rottweiler face bitches are in the chat, so I don't really want to give too much up. I'm only taking y'all to the edge of the cliff. We ain't gonna jump off of it, Marcus. Okay, so then I find out that there is a gay dorm. And they sent me to the gay dorm. Wow, okay. There are other people in here like me. Okay, so I go to the gay dorm, Ty Squad, and I ain't gonna lie. It was like a whole new world. I had no idea. There were all kinds of gay people. What? Butch queens, femme queens, people that are trans just for this experience. You had girls like Miss Xavier. You know Miss Madam X Bam Bam. As soon as she came to jail, she was trans. Then when she got on the streets, she was back a gay boy. You had them girls. It was a lot. Miss Madam X, all of them KK, Miss Scrap Iron, honey. All of the violent girls were from downtown. Miss Dottie Love, all of those girls were from downtown. Downtown, honey, was rumble and tumble. Y'all thought that the girls fought in Hollywood. Them girls downtown would send you to the morgue. They were treacherous. They were all bricks. They were all linebackers, but they were very, very violent. You know, I didn't really mess with them girls from downtown too tough. Miss Scrap Iron, Miss KK, Dottie Love, Miss Squeaky. Is Miss Squeaky still living, Bam Bam? They used to go with T. You know, I think he liked it me, but he couldn't say it. I think T liked it. He used to stare at me a lot. And I don't like breaking up people's homes and stuff. I didn't really want to go there. He used to stare at me quite a bit, that guy T. I wonder if he's still living. Is Squeaky still living, Bam Bam? She's still living. Oh, wow. I wonder what she looked like. He used to stare at me a lot, that guy T. I don't want to break up nobody's house, because you know what I went through with Miss Felony, Bam Bam, and her husband. And so I just said I can't be involved with these men no more. What I went through with Miss Felony. Is my air conditioner on? It's so damn warm in here. I know my AC is on. Let me double check, Tyesse, unless I'm just having a hot flash. Okay, hold on, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. We're on jail watch. Let me go check my AC. I think it's on. Be right back. I want to double check. There you go. Okay, I have put it on 60, honey. Put it on whatever. Put it on below 0. Okay. Yeah, you know, the thing about it is that, you know, in jail, you know, you're always gonna have problems with men that like you, but they're already in relationships with people already in the jail. In my particular case, y'all, I came to Wayside. Wayside is a jail over by Magic Mountain, right? Okay, that's where I met Sean Prince at. I went to Wayside. I got to jail. You know, I'm over here in a new facility. I'm just a nice person, a sweet person. You know, I get over there and, you know, I meet this guy. You know, I meet a guy. And so we hit it off. True story. You know, we hit it off, and I had no idea that you had somebody else. I didn't know. I didn't know you had somebody else. So it's hot and heavy with us. Very hot and heavy. I know what you're saying. Bitch, ain't this about the knot? Girl, fuck the knot. Okay, so it's hot and heavy, and then his mate comes, Miss Felony, Punchy, very violent. They call her Punchy, but girl, her name was Miss Felony. So she comes in, and I don't know her. She's from downtown, and you know, she be in Hollywood sometimes too, but she's from downtown. These girls are violent. They love maiming your face with razor blades. They love slicing up your face. Girls have scars like this, and they look like that clown and shit. I had no idea. Okay, so girl, I'm with your husband. She comes in, she's new fish in the dorm. And my friend Miss Ray, man, she rest in peace. You know, bam, bam, they killed her over there on some Mexican gang members blew her away over there on Melrose in Vermont. Ooh, when I got the news, I almost collapsed. I almost collapsed when I got that news. My girlfriend, they said they had blew her away over there on Melrose in Vermont. Some Mexican gang members. When they gave me that news, y'all, I was like, I can't take it. But Miss Ray, may she rest in peace. She came up to me and she told me, she said, girl, that's not, don't get smart with her. Don't do it. Because I've always had this mouth I have right now. She's like, no, don't do it, Tyesse. Don't. That one right there, she was like, no. She came up to me. And so her husband left me. Her husband left me and went, you know, over to her bunk. That's fine, girl. He's yours. I had no idea. You can have him. He's all yours, honey. Now y'all do this sloppy second stuff. You can go ahead and have him, man. He's all yours. Take him away. Because I was already, you know, dealing with Flat Top, who was in love with me at the time. Your husband was in love with me, Bam Bam. You know, we sisters, but your husband was in love with me too. Flat Top was the trustee dorm. He was bringing me juices and lunches and everything every single day. So, but eventually he wound up being Sean Prince's husband. They were together for a very long time. Are you still here, Sean? Sean Prince? Yeah, your husband was in love with me too. Okay. I have to tell the truth. I'm not gonna make up no story. Oh my God, Flat Top had a perfect flat top. That's why they called him Flat Top. Okay, Sean Prince, she must have went to do something else. That she ain't in here no more. I'm glad she wasn't, but the truth is the truth. You know, her husband was in love with me too. I just couldn't go there with Flat Top for whatever reason. I don't know. It just never hit off. You know, I just never. Wait, girl, Flat Top, yes, Flat Top wanted me, and then eventually he went with Sean Prince. The truth is the truth. It's the truth. You know, you know, he was really after me from the moment I walked through that door. It's like, what is going on, honey? What is going on with Flat Top? But you know, you started going with that man, Bam Bam, that you said was your brother, Sean Prince. You started. No, it wasn't a Flat Top. It wasn't because of Flat Top. I don't know. It just never. And Flat Top was fine, but it just. I don't know. I could never go there. Okay, Bam Bam. You was going with that man. His name starts with a D. Oh my God, what was his name? Start with a D. You was going with that man, and you said that man was your brother. Girl, that was a lie, sis. I'll tell you to your face. That was a lie. What was that man's name? It start with a D. And y'all was sitting over there. You talking about that was your brother, girl. Anyways, so listen, the auntie dropped the link for Bam Bam. Bam Bam would not know how to figure this shit out. Bam Bam was one of these old school people. Like, it'll take Bam Bam 3 days to figure out how to hit that link and get in there and do all that stuff. Okay, so Denat has a long road ahead of him. You know, if these charges are upgraded, y'all. If they're upgraded, he has a long road ahead of him because, you know, you're gonna be in jail, and you know, they say he's kind of like lives. Dante, that was his name. Dante, sure was. I can see him now, dark skinned. He used to wear glasses. He was like, that would have been a perfect man for you, sis. I know you said that was your brother, but that would have been, y'all would have still been somewhere, living somewhere. I don't know what happened with that. It didn't work out, sis. Okay. So Denat has a long road ahead of him. People are saying battery. I haven't heard anything about a battery. People are saying this. People are saying that. We don't know, Ty Squad. We don't know yet. Once he goes to court the first time, things will update and we'll have a little more information on Denat. Listen, it's very rare for you to get out on an OR with all this going on. Very rare. OR is being released on your own recognizance. That usually happens with people that do not have a criminal record. Also is reserved for first-time offenders, right? You ain't got a criminal record. It's your first time. The judge will let you out on OR. That means, you know, we trust you. You know, you seem like a decent person. We're just going to let you out on OR. And then you come back. We'll give you a court date. And then you come back and we're talking to you at that time. But that's yeah, he don't qualify for that. Not at all. You got the executive dining room experience. Yeah. That bond for him is high as the price of it. Yeah, it's really, really high. And I think I know that was your friend, Bam Bam. Okay. That was her friend. Dante was her friend, y'all. We know. Okay, so yeah, he don't have that kind of money. What's the guy named Denat? He don't have that kind of money. He ain't got no $25,000. Okay, but when he goes to court, you know, he will be arraigned. He has to be arraigned within 72 hours. You got to be arraigned within 72 hours. So we'll know something in at least the next day. He was arrested on Sunday. They got until, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, he got to be arraigned by tomorrow. He has to be arraigned by tomorrow, and we'll see what's going on from there. And, there's another component to this. I can't leave this out. Prosecutors oftentimes add charges, and your bail can go up. I've seen that a lot. They can definitely add charges, and your bail can jump from $250,000. I've seen it jump up to $1 million just by, finding out some things, adding some charges, throwing some things in there, baby. Listen, we have some additional victims, some additional eyewitness accounts. So yeah, your bail then jumped from $250,000 to $1 million. Well, he wants to be a lawyer so bad, and I think he watched Judge Mathis one too many times, Brother Dev. But that's the question. Like, you don't have no attorney, and we don't call them public defenders, we call them public pretenders. See, I've been on the other side of that wall going to check out somebody else's court case, and I'm looking at, like, I'm not in the back. I'm out here on the other side going to support somebody else, and I'm looking at the public pretender, the public defender. They out here working with the DA. Like, I'm listening to y'all. So the public defender office, they work right with the damn DA. They're not out here trying to get the best deal for your ass. They out here trying to, whatever you want, we'll accept it. Then they go back there in the back and tell you a damn pimp story, So does not have legal representation. He ain't that damn dumb to go up there and tell me I want to represent myself. Don't take your ass up there telling the judge you want to file a motion to represent yourself, because your ass is going to be in Alcatraz. Take your ass to Alcatraz. Let me get back to this, because you guys were very, engrossed with the stories about jail. So I'm going to go back a little bit, Ty Squad. The knot is a central focus, but all of this is, kind of like a circle, right? A circle. And so, so many LGBTQ folks, when you go to jail, you see a cross section of LGBTQ folks. You see people in jail that are gay, that are, financial crimes, that are well-to-do, and then you see everybody from the regular street hustler, prostitutes, drug addicts, and everything. So they don't segregate you based on class. Help me, Holy Ghost. They don't separate you based on class. You got girls that don't have canteen or store, and you got people like me and Bam Bam. We kept 4 or 5 store bags. You know what I'm saying? We kept canteen and store. Now, store is basically, you guys, you can buy soups, you can buy potato chips, candy bars, all kinds of stuff. You can buy everything you need. You don't want to use all them cheap products from the county. You can buy your own good soap, Dove soap and stuff like that. It is more expensive, though. You're going to use up all your money, because the jail store, where I would pay $2 for Dove soap on the streets, that 1 bar of soap is slightly higher in the jail canteen. So yeah, they don't segregate you based on class or status. You may be one bunk over here, you may be a check writer, and the bunk right here is somebody that is a whole drug addict from 5th and Main, right? And so that's how you get to understand and meet people where they are. It's a real, culture shock to people that have never been around certain elements, if that makes sense. So you're like, what? Girl, I just never knew this lifestyle existed. Now, see, my best friend that passed away, Ariel, y'all know I always talk about her. We met in jail. Me and Ariel, and She was in financial crimes and I was into, the street life, working the streets and doing all that stuff. And so we had two different paths, but we were both LGBTQ, if that makes sense, right? And so we had two different paths. And she often told me, she said, Ariel said, I'm not going to talk about her long. She would oftentimes say, Tyesse, I had perceptions about the girls that worked out in Hollywood. I had ideas and perceptions. So there's always some type of, preconceived notions about people, Now we're all doing crimes, but even in the criminal system, the girls had judgments and all those preconceived notions based on not knowing people, but just going by what you heard. Am I making sense to anybody? Let me know if I'm making sense. And so we became fast friends. And to be honest, like so many people, I believe we bonded over trauma. Our friendship was it originated over trauma, but we blossomed into something outside of the trauma because we met while we were both going through something. I got released, but she had a little more time to do. I got released, and I told her, I promised her, I said, I'm going to stay in contact with you. I'm going to stay in contact with you. That's how we met. And I stayed in contact with her. And at that time, we were big on CDs. And I don't know how many people remember, in the CDs, you had the liner notes and the music and the lyrics. We were real big into that, right? And so we were real big on that. And so I would copy all of that stuff, go to Kinko's, copy all of the music for her, and send it to her in jail because we were big on that, on music, CDs and stuff. And I would copy that and send that to her. And then when she got out, we became very, 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 very the best of friends. We became family, right? So yeah. And so yeah, and that's how she became more open-minded to my sector. And I already knew about the girls that were in financial crimes. I heard about the girls that were in check writers and credit card girls and stuff like that. And so I heard about that, but I never paid much attention to it, bees, because I was always just, out doing my thing, hustling. I never was a judgmental person. I just don't have that kind of energy. Like, I don't judge people based on, all of that. Yeah. Yeah. So at the end of the day, it was an era. And then, one of my other best friends, Troy Isaac, we knew him as Bouvier. He passed away, but he was one of the biggest stunt queens in Los Angeles, right? One of the biggest. And so he threw the most fabulous parties ever in Los Angeles. And so we had a relationship before Ariel. Yeah, I met him first, then I met Ariel. So it's so much, y'all. It's so much history. It's so much that happens when you're dealing with people that are living on the margins. And so oftentimes people in the YouTube sphere, from the church sector, they're not transparent. They're not. You know nothing about these people. Can I be honest, right? This sector, I'm not in the church sector, but I do church news. But those people, you will never, ever hear them talk like this. Ever. They don't have to be, involved with criminality, but you will never hear them sit and talk like I'm talking. Ever. It's not in them. Their goal is to shine lights on other people and try to expose other people. I heard the Buddy Past Prophet is saying something about, people trying to control people's content. I ain't trying to control nobody's content. Do what you want to do. Do whatever you need to do. But I can tell you this. Don't be mad. Don't be angry if somebody decides to do a video on you. And that may happen in the near future. It may not. But if somebody decides to do a video on you, Mad Cow Disease, Baconisha, any of these people, don't be upset if somebody finds out something about you and decides to do a whole series of videos on you. I hope they will be understanding the same way they're over there talking about, people can't control their content. You can't. I cannot. And I'm not saying that there's any content coming on you or an expose. It could happen. But when it does happen, somebody, find out some information about you and decide to do, videos ad nauseum on you, don't be upset because you said it. Remember, people are entitled to do what they need to do. You can't run the YouTube legal for the truth. You can't run the YouTube legal when somebody's telling the truth on you. Because see, the difference between these people and other people is that your dirt and your skeletons are unknown at this time. Your dirt, your skeletons may not be known, but it can be found out if somebody cared enough. But when you're really irrelevant, no one's going to put that kind of money and time into investigating you. That's what somebody told me years ago, the late Mother Rose. Nobody can weaponize your story. Nobody can weaponize it against you when you've already told it. And I've heard that sector, take shots at my how would you say it? I've heard them take shots at my life, basically, saying things, about criminality and how you were raised and all this stuff. And so I would take shots at them if we know anything about them. I probably would take some shots at them too. But unfortunately, when all you cover is other people's dirt, we don't know much about you. Okay. Well, God sits high and he looks low. He sits high and he looks low. And, like Danat is sitting there right now thinking about everybody that he probably done wrong. You're sitting there thinking, yeah, one day your number will be called. That's why it's best to try to do people right. Don't be sitting up trying to act like you're holier than thou. Everybody has a past. Everybody has something. Iyanla says everybody has a chapter that they do not read out loud. One more time. Everybody in this chat has a chapter that they do not read out loud about their story. So it's like it's actually galling. It's galling. It's actually galling when you see this shit. But Danat has sowed seeds of hatred, discord, oh my God, lies. And so, yeah, you're going to have people that's going to make light of this, troll you, all kinds of stuff. It's a part of how you've done other people. You cannot be shocked when people are going to wear your ass out because of how you done them. I could have came on here and did this a whole nother way. I really could have. But it's not that damn deep. I could have made this into, I know how to do it. Trust me, I do. I could have made this a whole nother video. But I also know how to give people the news, add my own commentary, tell my own life story with it, and keep people engaged. Over 500 people. But, everybody don't have that ability, that gift, because it requires transparency and authenticity. All I see is someone doing what they had to do to survive and make it. We all have what we done. It can be. Yeah. And so, and it was my friend, Dr. Stan Johnson, that broke this thing down to me one time. And he said, Tyesse, you know, because me and him went to the same school. We're both gay. Same school. We're both gay. We just didn't know each other. Pasadena. And so now he's doctor. He's a really, really, really noted education person over in LA. And we're really, really good friends. Have been good friends for about 20 years. And so he broke this thing down to me, you guys. You know, a lot of people think that only criminal people have done something, you know, illegal or immoral. And he said, no, Tyesse, he said, there are many of us in the corporate world. There are many of us in all kinds of other sectors that did things to get ahead. It blew me away. We've all done something. You may not have wrote a check. You may not have went in a car and turned a trick. But everybody has done some things that would be criminal if, you know, if it was known. Whether it's to get ahead, whether it was to get away from something. Oh my God, when he broke that thing down, I'm like, wait. He said, that's why you cannot look down on people. Because some people have been in the church and have been doing criminal acts in church and feel that they are somehow different than the street criminal. You over there in the corporate world doing the absolute most. And if there was a statute for it, your ass would be in jail. When he broke that thing down to me, y'all, I was like, wait a minute. He said, that's why I never look down at nobody. All of my friends are the same to me. No, there was just, it wasn't a you know, a code assess. You just didn't get caught. So that's why I don't, these bloggers and stuff be saying little shit under they, you know, honey, listen, especially with some of the stuff that I know about some of them. Okay, you could never make me feel bad about my life is the handiwork of God. The only reason I'm sitting here talking to y'all right now is because of God, period. I've almost lost my life on several occasions. I'm not going to let no damn slop bucket ass content creator that makes AdSense money off of disparaging somebody that they never met make me feel bad about nothing that I've been through in my life. But I know God's handiwork is why I'm sitting here talking to you right now. How can I let somebody that sits up and use their platform, and you can do whatever you want to do under the First Amendment, but you're sitting up making a living off of disparaging somebody else's name under the guise of exposure? That's how you make a living. And you want to talk about other people? As Louis Farrakhan told Mike Wallace, you should be quiet. Go sit down somewhere. I'm not telling nobody how to do their content. Too Short said, get in where you fit in. But let's be clear. Let's be very clear. Some of y'all be doing the absolute most with all of the tea that people don't know about your ass. Yeah, it may not be criminal, but there's some things that, you know, if there was a penal code attached to it, your ass would be in jail. Yeah, I'm just saying it can be. It's a lot of interchangeability, Crystal. Interchanges and interlocks and all that stuff. Donat is in jail. Donat will, you know, either go to jail or he may get released. We don't know because he got to go to court. He got to go to court. He got to go to the judge and see what's going on. But it's sad to say, but Donat jail it was really inevitable. Inevitable. The way he moves, it was inevitable. He was gonna go to jail eventually. Okay, hold on one second. We got breaking news coming in here, y'all. Thank you, Thomas Bryan, for $8.88. Okay, they said that was a real harmonica sunbeam. Okay. Glad to know. Thank you, nephew. We got breaking news coming in. Let me see what it is first, Time Squad. The CNN will be breaking news if Trump tripped over. Yeah. See what the hell is going on here. Okay. Okay. Hurricane Iona has been strengthened to a category 3, 115 miles an hour. Okay, so nothing really for us to worry about, y'all. This is over in the Pacific. This is in Honolulu, in the Honolulu, Hawaii area. If you're trying to go to Honolulu, honey, call your airline, baby. Call your airline. But right now, what I can talk to y'all about is this damn heat alert. It is hot as Alabama fish grease, and you do not need to be outside unless you have to be. If you're in, the eastern I-95 corridor, I hate to say it like this, but go sit your ass down somewhere. If you are in this region, heat indexes near 116. You will fall out if you're not hydrated. Go sit down. Well, I need to go get a bell pepper and an onion. It'll be your last bell pepper and onion. All right. God has been good. I couldn't tell it if I tried. Shout out to Karen Clark Sheard. So, use your AC, y'all. There's nothing wrong with using your AC. I tell y'all, put a couple of $100 away every summer. Have that money set aside for your air conditioning running. You don't think about that. Let me put maybe a couple $100 aside. I'm gonna start saving now. So I'm gonna run my damn AC all summer. And then when the bill comes, I won't have sticker shock. This is what I don't understand. People be in the house. You don't have AC. You ain't got AC. And then you don't have no fans either. Well, no, I don't have no fans. Girl, go to Walmart, go to Target and get a couple of fans. What you gonna do? This rotisserie in there? And then we'll have all the windows closed. Nah. Please, y'all, go get you some fans. That box fans. People always talk about, window fans. That's so good times. That's so Easty. That's so ghetto. Why is it ghetto? Box fans. Why? Who said that? Why are window fans ghetto? I used them for many years before I got central air. Oscillating fans, the ones that go around, window fans. I've used them all. How is that ghetto? I'm sorry. Tell me, how is that ghetto? If you got your windows and all the windows closed and you ain't got no fans, honey, listen, I don't know what to tell you. We're going to keep you on the prayer list. Go get you a box fan. Go get you a window fan. Put it in the window. Yes, it ain't doing nothing but blowing hot air, but at least there's a breeze in the room. I haven't heard Easty in years. Well, they used to say Easty, Banji, you know what I'm saying? Stay hydrated, y'all. Get you some water. Get you some water. I stock up on water. I haven't drunk this much water in all my life. I know my kidneys are in shock. Okay. I got to come back in maybe an hour and a half and do another video. And then if I can, I'll try to squeeze in a Patreon preview. If not, I'll just do, we'll just do Patreon tonight. Okay. So I'm letting y'all know that, when am I coming back? I don't want to do this back to back. I'm going to try to do 1:30ish. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. Breakfast or lunch. Okay. So why don't we do this, Tyesse? I'm going to come back at 2 o'clock. I want to set the time now where you're all here for our next video. 2 o'clock. We're going to do 2 o'clock straight up. Okay. 2 p.m. East Coast, 1 p.m. Central. Y'all got it? Thank everybody for coming by. Listen, I don't wish the young man no harm, but He really has done a lot to people. I don't celebrate. I don't do any of that. But honey, you reap what you sow. And there are some people on YouTube that have been really cutting up here lately. You will see them in thumbnails. I can guarantee it. You will see them in thumbnails because I'm sorry, you just can't do people any kind of way under the guise of exposure and all of this. No. Mm-mm. Especially if somebody hasn't personally did anything to you. I'm just saying. I'm gonna have to cancel my 2 p.m. Well, this next video, it's a little interesting, but I can't even tell y'all what it is yet. You gotta wait for the thumbnail. Might be a little interesting for you. It's from the church world. We'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna shoot for 2 p.m. 2 p.m. 2 p.m. East Coast, 1 p.m. Central. Before we get out of here, feel free if you can to support our platform. Cash App, Zelle, PayPal are primary, and there are other ways to give at the bottom of your screen, such as Chime and Venmo. Okay, thank y'all so much. I appreciate everybody that came by with this coverage of Denot Ricketts. Denot Ricketts in custody in Los Angeles. I would be in Atlanta because I swear I would be in that courtroom getting the whole tea. But I'm gonna call a friend that I have that works in the jail system and see if they can find out something. I saw a couple of your thumbnails, Chef Don. I hope everything's okay. Yeah, is this a blogger or is this one of these nut jobs? Thank you so much, everybody. Is this not Denot? Dun. Is this is this another blogger or is it a blogger or is it a what's my doodle? She is a blogger. Oh wow. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. There's no rhyme or reason. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. These people are just crazy. Really, really crazy. Tyesse, my name is blank. I'm an LRLer. I've been in the bushes for months. The way you tell a story is phenomenal. You stated today the history. Have you thought about creating a faceless YouTube channel? Have I decided about a faceless YouTube channel? No. I follow Blank on YouTube, and she breaks down multiple ways to create faceless channels. Just putting something out there. I love to see us grow. I don't know about the faceless channel. To the person just hit me up. Yeah, I could do a face. Oh, I could do a faceless channel and wear some people out. I may do that. Oh wow, I could. Faceless channel. Now that you say it, sweetheart. Oh, a couple of people I would love to wear out from a faceless channel. Interesting. Okay, a blogger that YouTube has already kicked off here. She has another page and running. Wow, that's how Denot was. Denot was like, baby, listen. At one time, he was terrorizing these streets. I wonder is that guy in Florida gonna go put some money on his books, or I wonder if the guy in Florida is gonna try to help him out with anything, try to help him with his bail. I'm just asking. I wonder is the Crown guy gonna help him with his bail money? Crown guy, do you have an extra $250,000? I'm just asking. Want more yeah. Join our Patreon. We're live tonight. She's a blogger. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, Chef Don. I wonder is the Crown guy gonna give him some money to get out of jail, or his little piece, Darius. Darius, that's your husband, girl. Miss Darius. Girl, when y'all was out in St. Pete, you was just blushing and smiling when he was in St. Pete. Denied, girl, you gonna put some money on your man books, $40, $60, so he can get some soups and chips. I'm just asking Darius. He was at that hotel, honey. Something happened. She was just defending him. I don't have a problem with denial. What was y'all doing over at that hotel? I guess the crown guy could auction off a few crowns and raise the money, Do 5 crowns at $5,000 a piece. That's $25,000, Loretta. Girl, I don't know. So if he do 5 crowns at $5,000 a piece, that's $25,000. The dollar's out. He's free. The dollar's out. He's free. I had just talked about doing an anonymous podcast at dinner with a friend. Yeah, I could do it because it's one particular blogger that I would love to cover, but I don't want it associated with my this Google account. I would have to figure that out. I have to figure that out. I don't know how I would do that. I'll figure it out. Can't be involved with this Google account. But that would be a good idea. And just wear their asses out from a faceless channel. Just wear their asses completely out. That might be a good idea. Interesting. Ooh, tell them how you really feel. Oh my God. Let me get this name of this person. She said, who she say now, baby? She breaks down multiple ways to create faces channel. Well, I'm gonna go over there and look it out because baby, I would wear these motherfuckers out. Ooh, that slot bucket sector, I would wear. I'm getting chills. Oh my God. Ooh. They want to talk about their hotel stays, but every time auntie leave the house, it's a hotel game. Yeah, always. Mary, when I tell you, I would wear they motherfucking asses out on her faces channel. Ooh, baby, I would have 10,000 subscribers in 10 days. I would have 10,000 subscribers in 10 days. The Buddy Pass Providence, oh my God. I'm getting chills. I'm chills all over my body. Oh my God. Y'all see that? I got chills. Look. Y'all see it? I would wear her ass out. Ooh. Baconisha, the funky cigar man. And it was faceless and don't nobody know it's me. Shit. And I can say everything I really want to say. Oh, baby. Ooh, y'all. Chills are all over my body. And a couple of more, too, that are not from the slot bucket sector, but I had some recent energy with. Oh, girl. Ooh. I'm having palpitations, y'all. I'm getting palpitations, Cheryl Hill. Ooh. Baby, the way I would wear Stewie out. The way I would wear that bitch ass nigga out would need to be studied, by the YouTube Council for viral sensations, because it would go viral. All right. But when you think about it, all of them people are insignificant. So doing a faceless channel on them would make it like they were significant. When you think about it, they're really not moving anything pop culture wise in this sector. They're not breaking stories. Nobody really knows it. Go ask somebody. Do you know Stewie? Do you know Baconisha? Do you know the Buddy Pass Prophetess? Just ask somebody. Just go ask them. Ask anybody. Who is the Buddy Pass Prophetess? Well, she was over there in New York and she stood up in that man's church, the Buddy Pass Prophetess. You don't know her? She stood up in that man's church and what happened? The man, dragged her out the church. She got outside and was over there talking about, he did this to me. My neck, my back. Her, you don't know her? No, nobody know these people. They don't. I'm sorry. So it would be like giving them clout that they don't really need. It would be fun. Don't get me wrong, it would be fun, but don't nobody know these people for real. Don't nobody know. I'm serious. Don't nobody know these. Serious. Wait, not it would need to be studied how I would wear their asses out. It would, because on YouTube, like right now on your own channel, you can only go so far. But if I had a channel that I didn't give a damn about, you can shut it down. I'm going to go left while it's here. I had it would be like a crack house channel. Like, I don't care if this channel get rated, because this ain't my channel. Like, it ain't my channel. It would be like a YouTube trap house channel. It would be cathartic. I'll give a damn, shut this channel down, because they're all flagging, because they can't take what they do to other people. So of course they all flag that channel, okay? Because their real names would be used. Their real names would be used, because we couldn't do no code names. The truth has to come out. We're not doing no code names, Mm-hmm. The fucking cigar man, all of them people. Stewie, Baconisha. I would go to a restaurant, y'all, on that channel. I would go to a restaurant and ask for a burrito. I would be live. I said, "Can I get a chunky beef burrito?" And then the waitress said, "Would you like anything else?" I would be live on that Faces channel and say, "Can I also get a side of bacon?" Live on the air, y'all. That shit would, I'm telling you, I know we would get 10,000 hits in 10 days. Would you like anything else? Yes, I would like a side of bacon. Well, bacon don't go with burritos. I know, but I just want a side of bacon. But why do you want a side of bacon? Just because I just like bacon. Don't you just love bacon? Yeah, but it don't go with burritos. Breakfast, ended at 11 o'clock. I would do a whole video on the Buddy Pass Prophets. I would be like, I would go to the airport and go in there and say, I would go to the airport and I would say, I am Prophetess Buddy Pass, and I will not be quiet. Well, you don't have an airline ticket. I am Prophetess Buddy Pass. I'm trying to go to Jamaica. I would not be quiet. Oh, she get her ass drug out that airport too. I am not out of order. I would not be quiet. Ma'am, you're in here yelling. Why are you yelling in the airport? They will accept my Buddy Pass. I will not be quiet. They will accept this Buddy Pass. Okay, ma'am, first of all, you're talking too loud. You're out of order. Well, that's what they call me, the out of order prophetess. Oh, jeez, I cannot. That would be hilarious. It's funny, but it really does make sense. Be really great, but I can't use my I'm not using this channel. Oh no, I'm not using this information. I am the prophetess. I am Prophetess Buddy Pass. Oh my God. Okay, y'all, enough fun. These people are so irrelevant. I kid you not. I would not exaggerate. Their relevance, they move nothing. Many of them, I don't really see them even have interviews with anybody that is, for their particular sector. Like, you would think they would have countless interviews with people. They don't. And they just don't move anything. And so it's just like, it's giving clout to people that are not clout worthy, Oh my God, Bees on Mars, that damn makeup. Oh, it is horrendous. Man, who is that makeup by? Pennzoil? And she always she be looking at a camera thinking she cute. Ma'am, what is that on your face? I have no idea what that is on your. Is that makeup? I think what the problem is so many people don't understand that if you have oily skin, you cannot put on oil-based makeup. Oh my God, Crystal, you going way back. You cannot put on oily makeup with oily skin. You really need an oil-free makeup and oil-free powder as well. So I don't know. Then she got these Christmas bowls and she got these Christmas ornaments and shit on. I'm like, and she be thinking she eating it. Like, do y'all see this? I think it may be from it could be like department store. Well, not even department store. It could be like Target makeup, Target, Walmart. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Crazy. All right, y'all. Enough fun. Patreon tonight. Can't wait to see y'all. Yeah, if you don't know how to pick out your makeup, at least give you some sponges or something where you can dot that damn oil, Been eating, but not it. Exactly. All right, y'all. Listen, Denat, it is what it is. Welcome to the Players Club, Denat. Listen, it's a possibility he may get out, but it's a possibility he won't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can y'all give me a couple of old school makeup brands and let me know y'all have been through the 80s? We did Posner. Give me 2 more and then we're done. I'm talking about old school makeup. I know a couple. I'm gonna see if y'all know a few. I'm talking about the makeup that used to make your ass look like you was frying chicken in 20 minutes. Yeah, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button before you get up out of here. Max Factor. That's old school white folks. Fashion Fair. That's one for black. We got one. We need one more. Black Opal. I used to wear Black Opal. That was my makeup. That damn Black Opal would make your ass look like you ready for 59 weeks. Honey, you was washing that shit off in the shower 2 days later. You be like, damn, that damn Black Opal will have you Willy Watkins ready. Black Opal. No, Mary Kay, that's white. Flora Roberts. Wait a minute. That's probably what she wearing. That damn Flora Roberts. Ooh, y'all went back. That damn Fashion Fair, that Derma blend. Now that shit will be coming off a week later in the shower. You be washing your face in the shower. You be like, girl, that was a week ago. It would still be coming off. Oh my God, here we go. You get the comment of the day. That damn Zuri. My auntie, she lived with that Zuri, baby. It was beautiful. They had a lot of dark colors for dark women, dark-hued women. Oh my God, Zuri, Posner, Fashion Fair. There was one more, and y'all haven't mentioned it. That's why I was saving it. It's called Black Radiance. Y'all, it was from Woolworths, but the girls, we used it back in the day, and it was for the Boulevard, honey. That Black Radiance, my color was mahogany, toasted mahogany, honey. No, not toasted mahogany, toasted walnut. That was my color. At Woolworths, it was called Black Radiance, and my color was toasted walnut. I'll never forget it. All right. That damn Black Radiance, y'all didn't mention it. That's why I saved it. Woolworths, yeah. Now the Woolworths in Hollywood, I know why it closed down, because the girls were stealing up out of there so bad. You literally could go to that Woolworths with a bag, an empty bag, and just fill it up and walk out the door. I told the girls at the Hollywood, I said, this store is not going to stay open long. It was on Hollywood Boulevard. It was a Woolworths. And the girls would go up in there, baby. You literally just bring an empty bag up in there. And they never had no security, nobody watching really. And just fill up. You have makeup for 2 months, 3 months. And I walked by that one day. Me and my girlfriend, we was walking. I don't know where we was going. And I saw the sign, going out of business. Everything must go. I said, I told you. It's at Target. Yeah, Black Radiance is still around. I've seen it at I've seen Black Radiance at Walmart. Yeah. There was somebody that didn't hit the live button, y'all. Somebody that didn't hit the live button, they way behind. All right, y'all, let me get out of here because I want to see y'all back again at 2, maybe 2:30. Just check around 2 o'clock, okay? And you'll see what's going on. I love y'all. I really do. And anybody that gave anything on Cash App or wherever, y'all, I appreciate it. Thank y'all so much. Your package is 10 stops away. Okay, so that means 7 o'clock tonight. Okay. Your package is 10 stops away. So that means around 9 o'clock tonight it'll get here, y'all. Okay. I don't even bite no more with Amazon. That means nothing. 10 stops away. With midnight. Okay, got it. Have a great day, everybody. Love you guys so much. Thank y'all. If you gave, if you wanted to give, thank y'all so much. I appreciate all of it. Also, if you hit the subscribe button, welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't try to dictate the chat. There are some people that just really do too much. I mean, they do way too much. And they're so used to doing it on other channels that they think they go to every channel and do that. I try to keep my chat, you know, a certain way so people are not being, you know, their attention isn't being taken away. You're not making allegations. People want to be co-hosts with you in the chat. People want to be co-producers with you in the chat. You know, it's like the way they show up in the chat is how I'm positive they show up in the real world. Obnoxious and very annoying. You know, they're attention seekers. You know, there's one person, you know, that's in the chat recently joined us. I may have to talk to him eventually because some of the stuff is just it's not necessary. Not necessary. Come in, say hello, you know, and you don't have to keep putting all this stuff in the chat. I'm noticing it. I'm trying to be graceful with the guy. I really am. Just come in, have a good time. Comment. There's no need for you to be in the chat doing a whole damn dissertation in the chat. Well, you know, this is what I heard 17 minutes ago. This person just said that, okay, girl, listen, who's hosting here? Who's hosting? Me or you? You know. All right. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much. Have a great day. I will see you this evening. Well, later this afternoon. That is the wrong guys, you hitting all kind of buttons. Let's do something smooth. We came in with a hot beat. Let's do something smooth on the way out. Perfect.